Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and second in black and gold.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. Now it's Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A running room for Kamara on first down as he takes this forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on first down is Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Carr. And that one too wide and incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing. Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
56.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Carr going to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
From the gun, it's Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
So now then, the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Prescott now. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Carr now on first down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. That quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he's got this down to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Carr. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out right, he finds Tolbert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Booker?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Right there, 56. Record. Like 56.
A first down carry by Allian. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here is 3rd down and 4.
He's checking.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. On 1st down, Carr. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the chains move again, and that's typical for Olave because he's been a consistent playmaker dating back to his days as a Buckeye, and that trend has only continued ever since he arrived in the NFL. Over 1,000 yards for the 2nd straight season last year, and he's someone the Saints expect huge things from going forward.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Carr now on first down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Carr again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So Carr departs, and on his Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Final play of the half, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Lamb in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check back 6.
First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Going right back to Ferguson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now back to the ground with Elliott. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because You don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The pass caught by Olave. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this 3rd quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Up the middle, here's Elliott. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Dak's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 4-yard touchdown scamper, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Completes it to Perry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. Carr now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Come on, the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Carr able to locate his running back, Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Check.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. This is 2nd and 8.
Man, that's trash. Mike 50.
Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, check Mike 6. Wrap it.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 77 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Mike 56, Mike 56. I don't even know why this team showed.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a D, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the Saints coming back out, ready to go for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Aubrey now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys.